Alright, hello everyone, this is Jane Haven. Miss Haven, is it okay that I interview and record this interview for my sociology class?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, I'll be asking you a few questions about how your town has changed since you first moved here, or since you were younger. Has it changed to rural to suburb? From rural to suburb, do you think?
I would say so. I've been here about 20 years, and I can remember that 28 was just a two-lane road, and now it's like a major highway.
Alright, have there been any changes in crime rate, going up or down? Has it stayed the same?
I'd say weird crimes and crime spurts.
Alrighty. Has the population size gotten bigger or smaller?
Larger.
So, could you say that that's been quite a modernization?
Yes, as the more people come in, the town has had to adapt.
Alright, and do you have any thoughts on the education system in Northern Virginia?
Well, as I personally don't have children that have been through the system, I have nieces and nephews that have been through the system, and it seems to me that as the years progress, in some areas, the schooling has gotten worse, while in other areas, they've excelled.
Alright, and what has improved in your opinion, overall? From the society growing, from educational system to crime rates, what do you think has overall improved?
I think the improvement is seen in socialization and tolerance of people. This being a suburb right outside of D.C., you see a lot of people come in from different ethnic groups, from different countries, and it's truly a melting pot. And I love meeting people from other countries, hearing about their country, hearing about their culture. To me, it's very exciting.
Alrighty, and what do you think has gotten worse?
Manners.
Manners?
Yes. As you integrate the cultures, some cultures don't understand and, didn't grow up. Like we as Americans know to say please and thank you and excuse me. The quote-unquote foreigners don't. And so you can get a stigma.
So the population definitely has a
effect
on that. Alright, so what has remained the same, if anything?
Oh, nothing really. I've changed. Everything changes.
Alright, and how has change been met?
Some of it has been met well. Some of it they weren't prepared for. Like the roads, they needed to be working on these road improvements 20 years ago. 28 used to be a two-lane road, which I traveled on myself. It took me an hour to get from Leesburg to Manassas. And now, even though it's like a major highway, you still have bad clusters where it can take you an hour to an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, depending upon traffic, to go to Leesburg to Manassas, Manassas to Leesburg during rush hour traffic. I feel that they should have addressed these concerns sooner.
And do you think a lot of media has brought more people to the developing Northern Virginia area since we're so close to D.C.? Do you think that's an attraction area? Since we live so close, they want an area that's close to something so popular? So do you think has media brought more people to this area?
I don't know that media would bring the people here. I know jobs and companies want to relocate, and being that it is the capital of our nation, and Manassas being a suburb that's only 23 miles away, sure, let's relocate our companies. When I worked for the furniture store, J.H. Willey, I would meet people coming in. Lockheed Martin, IBM, they would relocate, take people from Idaho, Iowa, and bring them in. So, yes.
Right, so could you say there has been a lot of social change with the transformation of the social institutions? Okay. And do you think there has been a tradition directedness, Do you think that people have kept their traditions, like you said, like the more ethnic people that have been coming
Yes,
in?
they keep their traditions.
And they
They're
don't-
slower to Americanize,
Mhm.
but then you have the sects that really do want to Americanize. And then you have the Americans who don't want anything to do with them and shun them. And it's like it's American or nothing. And then you have the population, of which I pride myself to be a part of, which will welcome them with open arms, try to learn, try to assimilate, help them assimilate into the American culture, and help them out. That's what I think America's all about, the melting pot.
All right, so you think that some have evolved into our society and some have not.
Correct.
All right, well, that's all the questions that I have for you. Thank you,
Thank you.
and have a good day.
You too.